What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts, here to give you guys a moment of Drop 'em on the Compound, as well as a Ruthless Oval crossover. Before we get into dropping them on the compound, let's just go ahead and dive into this Ruthless Oval crossover moment where we saw that Max and Sam are attempting to question Manny about the whereabouts of Jason. However, Manny doesn't know, or he's not telling them exactly where Jason went. All he knows is that we put him on a motorcycle, we fix his motorcycle, and let him go on and have his way. Now, Max does not take too kindly to this, and Sam leaves him after throwing a few bowls at at Manny. Max decides to take out his anger, punishment / frustration all on Manny, and he proceeds to beat the brakes off of Manny. Now listen, for those of you that know the history of Manny, you're probably not mad at this moment. He has been abusive to Zane. He has been abusive, I'm sure, to many other women on the Rockadoochee compound. So at this point, Manny is getting what he's getting. But in the midst of him getting his beat down, he's attempting to tell Max something. However, Max is not trying to hear it. Max does not want to hear anything that Manny has to say. He just wants to take out his anger and frustration on him, as if he's taking this anger and frustration out on Cal. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of this Ruthless Oval crossover? Is there something more that Manny needs to tell Sam as well as Max? Or will this just be another moment of Max getting his rocks off by beating the brakes off of the overly due brake beating off of Manny? With that being said, you guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Manny and his beatdown, okay? Now we shall move on to Drop 'em on the Compound. With that being said, first up to be dropped on the Rockadoochee compound is the one and only Jason Lee of Hollywood Uncut, a Love and Hip Hop. We are dropping Jason Lee on the Rockadoochee compound simply because of the ignorant statement that he made on the Breakfast Club, calling Jennifer Hudson illiterate. This lady is in no shape, form, or fashion illiterate. She holds down her show, her talk show. So for him to go on a national syndicated talk show and degrade a black woman or a woman, period, is totally unacceptable. Jason Lee, you are a professional and you should know better. I guess you're trying to get clickbait, sound bites, whatever it is you were trying to do when you made that statement. Your message was made clear, and I'm just letting you know that this black woman does not accept that at all. Y'all listen to this clip with Jason Lee on The Breakfast Club.
Speaking out on her unexpected divorce from Jeezy. And she went on the Jennifer Hudson show because that's where you go when you want to get your word across, I guess. Damn. We all know Jennifer Hudson's illiterate.
Well, so, look, Jason Lee, sir, you are absolutely, completely, and totally, utterly out of line. Jennifer Hudson is way more than you at this point will ever be. She has an ego. EGOT. For those of you that don't know, that's an Emmy, a Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony Award. Like, this lady has endured so much and has accomplished so much and deserves her flowers while she is here. So for that, Jason Lee, you are dropped on the Rockadoochee compound. No comebacks, no nothing. We are going to leave you in the container with the highest. Maybe he'll zoom, maybe he'll zap you, maybe he'll enlighten you so that he can correct your attitude. With that being said, moving on to the next person that we're dropping on the Rockadoochee compound. I know you guys heard of the situation between Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, correct? This is where she alleges that he abused her, he beat her, X, Y, and Z. Well, we're now getting footage and finding out that none of this is true, that she was the aggressor, as well as chasing him down to basically harm him, and he was only trying to fend himself off of her. He never punched her. All of the things that she alleged, he never did those things. So with that being said, I am definitely dropping Miss X on the Rockadoochee compound. I'm also dropping all of you millions of people in the world who decided to cancel Jonathan Majors without having full proof of what he has done. Now, when the evidence comes out, then that's understandable. However, you all were judging prior to this situation coming to the light. Now, looking at this video, you can clearly see that she is the one that is chasing Jonathan Majors. He's simply trying to get away from her. But of course, white woman calls the police, and guess what? Black man gets locked up. I'm just saying, it is what it is. This is how it goes down. And this is what we have seen. There's even proof and evidence and witness statements from the two witnesses that attempted to help her that show that she was not in fear for her life. And also there's a statement from the driver that says that she was the one that laid hands on him. With that being said, y'all, I say that I am indeed dropping Jonathan Majors' ex on the Rockadoochee compound where she absolutely deserves to be. Go find you somebody else that you can lie on, that you can message or mess up or damage their career. Again, white people, black people, false accusations upon people, it's unacceptable. You're ruining people's careers these days. And if it were a real thing, like I would literally pick you up myself and put you on the purple van and drop you off on the Rockadoochee compound. But as you guys can see, this is what it all boils down to. And he literally walks right past her, and she again attempts to talk to him. Now, if she were afraid of him, she would have been not even trying to come close to Jonathan Majors, y'all. The proof is in the pudding. Jonathan Majors, you have been redeemed, sir. We are, for those that tried to cancel you, they need to apologize. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, last but not least, we are dropping on the Rockadoochee compound the one and only Puff Daddy, Buddy Love, Daddy Love, Buddy Love, whatever, P. Diddy, all those names, Sean Combs. We are dropping you on the Rockadoochee compound for your not just allegations. It's no longer an allegation. You paid her off, so clearly you were guilty of putting your hands on Cassie, abusing her mentally, physically, sexually. You, sir, are officially dropped on the Rockadoochee compound. Different companies that you are partnered with have decided to drop you from their connections, especially one of them being Hulu. Who knows what's next? Different companies, all of this billionaire status that you have created for yourself, and now you have basically, because you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself, have all that stuff has been taken away from you. Now, I'm not saying that's going to change the dollar amount that you have in your bank account, but be careful, Mr. Combs, because you don't know if they're coming for your money next. You've already given way a lot of money out because of your ability to want to control your, and who knows, there's allegations that you had something to do with the death of Kim Porter. I hate to say that, but there are allegations as well of you being responsible for the death of Biggie as well as Tupac. Like, your name is out there and it is not looking cute. Can't stop, won't stop. You are about to be stopped. I hate that for you. You have helped create and bring to the forelight lots of talent. However, I don't know if you can come back from this. If they locked R. Kelly up, who's to say they won't lock you up? Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Daddy Love, Buddy Love, all those different names. Again, dropping them on the Rockadoochee compound. Keep your hands to yourself. Stop harassing people. Stop doing things that are hurting others, making people want to unalive themselves because they don't know how to get from underneath your thumb. With that being said, y'all, thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in with your girl Tika Deshawn at All Things Ruthless for this Ruthless crossover, as well as my segment of Drop 'em on the Compound. It's been a while since I've given you guys this segment, and I'm so glad to be able to give it to you today. Anybody have any comments, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Any thoughts on anything that I've discussed, any rebuttals on anyone that has been dropped on the compound. If you got suggestions of who I need to drop on the compound, let me know in the comments, okay? All right, you guys, that's about it. If you're new to my channel, finding your girl for the first time, please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you can receive reminders of new Ruthless content, okay? All right, y'all, that's about it. Thank you, and you already know, stay ruthless.